Hello, my name is Hirosuke Honda. I am the Associate Director of Assessment at UMA. Thank you so much for your time and participation in the rubric grading for ENG 101. This is an instruction video. So first, the preparation. Example rating. Before you start your rubric grading, please review the example ratings conducted by 3 UMA full-time faculty members. The example ratings serve as a reference for you to understand the rubric elements and also to calibrate rating standards. So let's take a look at the example ratings on the website. There are 3 steps for you. So the first one is to read 3 student work samples. If you click, you see the student paper, and then there will be associated student self-reflection. After you read the student samples, you now move on to the step 2, is to review the actual rubric. In fact, I would recommend you to print both the rubric as well as the student samples, and then conduct your own rating. Once you complete the first 2 steps, the final step is to compare your ratings with the 3 example ratings provided below. So, this is the example ratings provided by the 3 UMA faculty members. So for the first rubric element, 3 of them agreed on their ratings. This student sample meets the UMA expectation, and there are their comments here. So that's the preparation for you to understand the sample ratings. Now let's move on to the actual rating. Student work samples are attached to this email. If you scroll down, there are student work samples, and you can download one and open. After you read the student paper and the associated self-reflection piece, you may continue to complete a form. Before them, you will have a radar number. That's a specific numeric number in order to ensure the radar confidentiality in my dataset. So I'll show you what it is. So this is the electronic form. So as I mentioned, a radar number. You may have 1 or 2, 7, 15. In my case, I'm showing this as a demonstration, so I'll enter 99. And let's go back to my first sample, which was sample number 2. So in the sample number, I enter 2. And the following are the sample elements. Either the first element meets developing or meets or exceeds UMA expectation or standard. And in your sample, there may be a few student papers without self-reflection piece. When that happens, please click Not Applicable. There are comments under each rubric element. Please do not feel obligated to fill those comments for every single assigned student sample for you. I appreciate your comments if you notice something about this particular student work or about the rubric itself. Your comments may be valuable for me to write up my data analysis report and also to serve a conversation topic for us to coordinate workshop based on the rubric grading results this coming fall of 2016. So once you complete all your sample ratings, please click Done. And your ratings on the sample number 2 is now submitted. And you can close down and close sample 2 as well. And you can also, you can move on to the second sample, which is sample number 5. And go back to your email and then open the same form. Again, the radar number I use 99, so it remains consistent. But the sample number this time it's 5, and you will go over the same elements of the rubric. Some of you may like to print student work samples as well as the rubric grading. So this is the rubric again. You can print somehow my internet is slow. Okay, so you can you may need multiple copies, the number you are assigned to rate. So I'll exit out by canceling it. So if you choose the paper rating, what you will do is to complete all your sample ratings on paper and then enter all your rubric ratings here. So that way you don't need to watch the monitor, look at the monitor all the time. You can read student papers and then just focus on the electronic form for merely data entry. Should you have any questions or when you encounter any technical problems, please contact me by email or by phone. This is the end of the instruction video. Thank you so much again for your time and participation. Bye-bye.